This is Susan Ashley from txweaver.com. I'm going to show you today how I use beeswax to finish my pine needle baskets. I use an old crock pot for the beeswax. I have an old pastry brush and a turkey roaster lined with aluminum foil that I'm going to put in my kitchen oven. So this is the basket I want to wax today. It's got an agate slice. It's got leather on the back, and I've covered that with painter's tape to keep the wax from discoloring the leather on the bottom. You can see my block of beeswax that I got from a local beekeeper. That's 1.5 pounds, which is about what I have melting in the crock pot right now. I've also got the old turkey roaster and a pastry brush that I commandeered and I'm using just for wax, and the crock pot is set on high. Inside the turkey roaster I have a little glass dish that I've covered with aluminum foil. I like to use that to sit the basket on when I bake it in the oven, just so the basket's not sitting in a puddle of melted wax. Inside I've got my oven preheating to 210 degrees, and right now I'm just waiting for the wax to melt. So some of the wax has started to melt. I'm just going to get some with the pastry brush here and start brushing it on the basket. And I'm trying to avoid the stone, but some will get on there. It doesn't really matter. I'm just brushing it on. This is where the first time you do it you get a little nervous because you think maybe you've ruined your basket, but this is really what it's supposed to look like. You're just going to cover it on both sides everywhere with the hot wax. Now I'm ready to put it on the pan and put it in my 210-degree oven. This is what the basket looks like after 4 minutes in the oven. The wax is mostly melted, but you want to turn it over so wax gets covered on all sides and gets melted in between the needles. So I'm going to put it back in for about a minute. So here it is again after just 1 minute more. Pretty much everything has melted. There are some gloppy places there in the middle by the stone. I may even end up using the hair dryer to melt those last few pieces of wax. I'm just rubbing with a paper towel to get the excess wax off. So now all the wax is melted. It's going to dry and be very stiff. I'm going to peel off that painter's tape and expose the leather, and you're going to see that it has not discolored the leather base at all. I'm just going to sit it on the counter and kind of push it flat and let it dry. After just a few minutes of drying, the shape is set, it's shiny, it smells wonderful. The green needles are going to eventually turn brown, but it looks good for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and go try it on a basket of yours.